Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is my opinion on Heartstopper now. I wanted to do some opinionated videos. I did an opinion on Moana 2, if you guys seen that one. And I did an opinion on another Netflix show. So I watched the whole season of Heartstopper. Now, there's this, long story short, Heartstopper, if you're gay, which I want to clear something up, okay? Gay, trans, bisexual, I'm not either of those, but to learn more about that, community, I watched the Heartstopper series, because it was all over my TikTok For You page at one point. So, I searched it up on Netflix and watched it. And then I ended up watching it all. Close to the end, I got emotional. Wanted to cry a few times. But, the Heartstopper series, I watched it all. Like I said, if you're gay, bi, trans, whatever you are, I'm not pointing fingers. If you're on that community, bisexual, none. Like I said, I wanted to learn more. My personal preference, I'm not one of those people, but my personal preference, if you fall in love with a man or a woman, anyway, so if you fall in love with either type, either sexuality, but if you fall in love with them, it doesn't matter, because as long as you're happy, they're happy. So, Heartstopper, episode 1. So there is some bullet points I want to take away from this. Charlie and Nick. Charlie and Nick are my two favorite characters in a Heartstopper. There's more, but I'm connected to Charlie and Nick. So Charlie was dating this other boy. Nick was scared to come out to his parents and say that he had a boyfriend because he was bisexual or whatever. Didn't know much, so he searched it up like any person would do, because he was still a little young. Then so Charlie was also a little bit scared. So his mom and dad. So then he was scared. So then he was scared, get the whole, he had to end up telling his parents or his mom and dad and all his parents and physical connections, non-physical ones, but he ended up telling his parents that he had not a food allergy, but he had a eating disorder, and he was scared of telling his parents about the eating disorder. Now, Nick and him are dating, so then they were dating. So Nick was like, what helps me tell my parents is by writing something down. And let me specify, writing something down in a notebook is good for your mental health or whatever you decide, whatever helps you cope. Now, there's a lot of things that I don't even think about or want to think about. So then he ended up going, I'm kind of jumping around. He ended up going to this mental health hospital, because his food disorder got bad, long story short, and then Nick was on vacation, so then his parents wanted to take Charlie to this food thing, and it ended up working, for some of it, but it ended up working out. So, and another point that I want to take away from this video is I think that Charlie and Nick were meant to be together. You kind of saw their hobbies and habits between the show episodes and seasons. So then I might just even find some of those TikToks and put some of the TikToks in this video, but I might even do some of those and figure it out. Anyway, so then Charlie and Nick ended up getting together, dating, so on and so forth, and then to pass the final exam, he needed help. So Nick helped Charlie pass his final exam. He passed, and then they went on this trip. They went on this class trip. I'm jumping around a little bit, point takers. They went on this class trip, and then they went and they went on this class trip. They met Nick's dad. Nick's dad didn't know if he was bisexual or whatever he was, but Nick told his dad, and yes, I would recommend this show for like 18 to like 16, 17, 18-year-olds. I wouldn't recommend it for like little kids. I would not recommend that for little kids. So I ended up watching the whole thing, and then Nick told his mom about, again, I am jumping around, but Nick told his mom about Charlie having this eating disorder, and Nick was very, like, his mom was very supportive and said he'll be okay, he'll get through it. Then went and got help. He ended up getting through it. Some things he couldn't even eat anymore, but some things he could. I would recommend watching the season for if you're 15 or 16 or 17 or 18. I would recommend watching it to get the full scoop. Sorry, I was yawning, but that was that, and I will see you in the next video. If you like these in-depth videos where I go into depth about shows, TV shows, all sorts, stay tuned because I have a lot more coming, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. If you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And for right now, I'm signing off.